Good day. Today I am going to discuss about the fermentation involved in winemaking. The wine I am about to show you is a product I created last year during our freshman years in our microbiology class. This wine. This is a grape wine. It was produced last May 28, 2021. I drank a little bit last June to see if it was fermented very well. However, to my disappointment, it was salty and not sweet at all. The good thing is that it tasted like alcohol but just salty. Um, the materials needed for fermenting wine is as follows. Tropical fruit. In my case, I used grapes, distilled water 1 liter, white sugar, yeast, balloon, and bottle. The process are as follows. The 1 kilogram of grape is blended, and once all grapes are crushed, place it in a bowl and add the 1 liter of distilled water. You will have to remove the puree. Place the mixture in a pot and boil it while constantly adding white sugar. You need to stir the mixture while adding the white sugar so that it won't be clumped. Once the mixture reaches the boiling point, set aside and let it cool. Transfer the mixture in the bottle and add the yeast. Cover the top of the bottle with balloon and make sure that it is completely sealed. Leave it for about 4 to 6 months and then you'll have a good fermented wine. How does the fermentation work on winemaking? And the end product of this fermentation is an alcoholic wine. The alcohol will be produced by the conversion of sugar into alcohol with the help of yeast. The more sugar there is in the mixture, the more sugar will be converted into alcohol. The hydrogen gas, carbon dioxide, will be used as energy sources. The reason why the bottle is tightly sealed by a balloon. As you can see during our experiment, the balloon inflated at the top of the bottle. It is because of the hydrogen gas and carbon dioxide produced by the fermentation process. Fermentation also produces ethanol, which is the main product in winemaking. Carbon dioxide, hydrogen gas, and lactic acids are energy sources for winemaking, but it's also a product of fermentation. The nutrients present in wine. Wine does not contain much vitamins, however, on average, it gives about a daily nutritional needs of 1% of vitamin K, 1% thiamine, 2% of niacin, and 3% of riboflavin. And the glass of wine gives an average of 4% of daily nutritional need of iron, magnesium, and potassium. While my fermented wine here was not flawless, the daily nutritional needs of vitamins and minerals are maintained as the nutritional value does not decrease depending on the taste of the fermented wine. So while this wine is a bit salty because of the tropical fruit used, the nutritional needs that is in this wine is maintained. Winemaking is one of the process that involves fermentation. There are two types of fermentation. One is the alcoholic fermentation, and the other one is the lactic acid fermentation. The lactic acid fermentation, which ferments lactic acid specifically used for treating hyperpigmentation, age spots, and other factors that contribute to a dull and uneven complexion, while alcoholic fermentation is solely for producing alcoholic beverages. The scientific definition of fermentation is the metabolic process that produces chemical changes in organic substrates through the action of enzymes. In biochemistry, it is narrowly defined as the extraction of energy from carbohydrates in the absence of oxygen. While in simpler terms, fermentation is the process of fermentation involved in making beer, wine, liquor, in which sugar are converted to ethyl alcohol. So the presence of yeast and alcohol is what makes fermentation possible in winemaking or in the production of beer and other liquors. Yeast and sugar are the primary materials in the process of winemaking. Yeast converts sugar into ethyl alcohol, and that's how wine is made.